Good evening, I'm Hayley O'Farrell.
And I'm Jack Cawthorne. Here are this evening's news headlines. 2 men who were stabbed in a Huddersfield nightclub over the weekend have been discharged from hospital. An 18-year-old was admitted with knife wounds to the face, and a 21-year-old was stabbed in the groin in the early hours of yesterday morning. An unrelated machete attack took place on Carforth Street on Friday evening. Oliver Schaefer has more.
I'm stood outside here, Tokyo nightclub, where over the weekend there was a Halloween scene of horror, all too real for some. A stabbing took place in the early hours of Sunday morning after Halloween, and it follows a machete attack down on Carforth Street over the weekend. Tokyo nightclub refused to speak to us this morning, and West Yorkshire Police are appealing for victims. And it's really too early to tell whether Huddersfield nightgoers and clubbers will be deterred by this, and I suppose the real proof in that will become next weekend.
An international drug dealer from Huddersfield has been sentenced to 8 years in prison after being caught distributing drugs from China. The drug dealer shipped Class B drugs across the world in order to create a highly profitable and successful business. Our reporter Abby Kerwin has more on the story.
Derek Smith from Bradley has been sentenced to 8 years in jail after being caught drug smuggling. The 49-year-old shipped the Class B drug MCAT as far as Australia and America. The court heard found Mr. Smith disguised the drugs as legal highs online.
Firefighters are braced for another hectic bonfire night following last year's chaotic events. Crews were called to a number of hoax calls and serious emergencies, including one particular instance where teenagers launched fireworks at the response team. Police and fire crews are advising members of the public to stay safe and visit public displays rather than purchasing or making fireworks themselves.
As we're approaching bonfire night this week, we would recommend people attend organised bonfires because they are well organised individuals, have had training. All these safety measures are put in place rather than having a bonfire in your own back garden.
We asked the public if they thought home fireworks were safe.
Fireworks are safe, but it's the people that deal with them, do you know what I mean? Like, you can get like idiots.
Well, personally I think fireworks should be legal, but it should kind of be maybe not made available in public spaces like parks and stuff, because you know people take out their dogs.
Fireworks at home is fine until people start drinking and doing it, and then I don't think they're in control totally. That's when accidents happen with fireworks.
Veterans and their families have been warned that Remembrance Day parades may be cancelled because of budget cuts. Annual ceremonies are being hit for the first time because police say they can no longer afford to supervise the parades. MP Andy Burham has written to the Home Secretary saying the police are having to choose which public events to supervise. He's saying police forces should receive the extra resources they need so that every event can go ahead and allow people to honour the memory of servicemen and women. Here are some opinions from the people of Huddersfield.
I think it's atrocious because it's something that we've got to carry on so the young ones don't forget, you know, that their elders fought for them and what they are now wouldn't be theirs without them, you know.
This country owes an awful lot to the British Legion and the troops, men and women, who lost their life. And to cancel it for a few bob is not on.
It's like dishonouring those who gave their lives for us.
Preparations are being made to demolish the derelict former Huddersfield Sports Centre in Southgate. Locals say they hope the site will be regenerated quickly, fearing it could become a wasteland. The centre has blocked off its entrances with large stones to prevent anybody using the old pay and display unit. Chris Elson, a traffic warden for Kirklees Council, spoke about its history of patrolling the roads and his hopes for this area.
I've got mixed feelings about it. I spent years and years around here patrolling the car parks and whatnot. I'll be sad in a way to see the building itself go. It all boils down to what they're going to do with the land afterwards.
Dating apps are increasing rates of STIs, according to the British Association for Sexual Health and HIV. Experts are saying it's easier than ever to hop from partner to partner because of dating apps such as Tinder. Syphilis has seen an increase of 33%, and the worry is that more dangerous STIs, such as HIV, are becoming more common. The Online Dating Association says that between 25% and 40% of new relationships now start online or via mobile apps. Sabrina Hussain from the University of Huddersfield Students' Union says,
Sexual Health Week are just to spread awareness about safe sex, get students to just promote safe sex, basically, getting students to use condoms and get checked regularly.
There is traffic chaos in Huddersfield. As fog has descended across the country, visibility was less than 100 yards in many areas, causing long tailbacks, and more than 100 flights have been cancelled. Our reporter Alice Sofield tells us more.
The Met Office has released a yellow weather warning this morning due to the foggy conditions in and around the UK. Many flights have been cancelled and drivers are being advised to take extra care due to the poor visibility and the hazardous driving conditions.
This is a dramatic change from yesterday, as it was the hottest November day on record, with temperatures reaching highs of 19 degrees within Huddersfield. Over the week, we can expect the same with highs of 10 and 12 degrees.
To sport now, Huddersfield Town slumped to a second successive defeat after losing to Burnley 2-1. Burnley's summer signing Andre Gray bagged a brace, with the Terriers grabbing a consolation goal late on, with Michael Duff putting a ball into his own net. Also, Huddersfield Giants second rower Brett Ferrers scored 2 tries in England's 26-12 win over New Zealand at the KC Stadium last night. That's all from us now.
We'll be back next week. Until then, have a very good evening. Good job.
As long as I couldn't say preparations.
I literally was like...